Now 92.1 FM, and time for our special guest host today. We bring in Emily Zimmerman from the Juneau County Health Department. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
It's good. It's been a month since we've talked to you, and so I'm sure we've got lots of things to go over. Well, we want to mention that it's a special a week and month going on right now.
Yes. Each month of the year has lots of different national special things, and this month is National Drinking Water Month. So it's important to talk about why water is good for us, what water does for our body, and get back to enjoying water.
And I know we've talked about how good water is for yourself.
We've had some great temperatures lately. We want to make sure that we're taking in the water because what happens is when we're outside running around and we're exercising, you sweat. And so when you sweat, you're losing water. And so you can become dehydrated and kind of feel really crappy if you're not bringing water in while you're running around. Maybe you're planting your garden or you're going for a walk with the dog or your kids are running around outside. When you sweat and engage in activity, you're losing water. So if you're not bringing it in and drinking it, it can make you feel kind of crappy.
That is true. Now, people say, drink plenty of fluids, but it's really water that you want to get into your body if you've been losing a lot of it.
Exactly. So there are a lot of different kinds of waters nowadays. There's vitamin waters and flavored waters and things that have caffeine in them we also enjoy, like coffees and teas and sodas. But just like sweating, we lose water when we drink anything that's caffeinated or has sugar because the body will pull the water out when this food is being digested. So it kind of does the opposite. So you feel thirsty, so you're grabbing a soda or a coffee, and it's actually dehydrating you if you're not also bringing in just plain water with that.
So tell us, during this National Drinking Water Month, what are some of the importances of drinking water?
So we have touched the importance of exercising and being active. So the next thing is we've talked a little bit about the humidity and hot weather can make you sweat more, so you need extra water. And other things that are why water is so good for us is our body's made up between 60 to 70% water. And that helps us digest foods. It helps us transport vitamins. It helps with, going to the bathroom. It helps with breathing and perspiration and just having your body work properly. And if you're running on low water, you'll notice your pee will have an odor or a darker color. You may become constipated. And that's because it takes a certain amount of water for your body to work.
Okay, we're talking with Emily Zimmerman again from the Juneau County Health Department about National Drinking Water Month. So we know why we need to drink it. What are some of the benefits of drinking water?
Drinking water can help with illnesses or health conditions. So if you have a fever, you have been vomiting or have diarrhea, you're in a dehydrated state. So drinking water will bring you back up to a hydrated state. Another thing that water can help you do is it's going to make sure that your body runs properly, and it's going to give you all the key nutrients that are found in water, especially for children. There are a lot of city waters that have fluoride added to them, and that's really great for their oral health because baby teeth are very porous, so they need some extra strength to prevent cavities. So water can help protect the surface of their teeth, so anything that they're eating with the fluoride added into the water is also beneficial.
Okay, and I know, like you said, you're talking about being sick. Water does help you with headaches and everything else, too.
Yes. So we were talking about all the things that water, having the right amount of water in your body helps with. So when you're sick, you're losing more water because you have a high fever or certain symptoms are going on. So when you're taking in the water, it will help. The more hydrated you are and the more water you drink will kind of, not to be gross, but thin your mucus and bring your fever down and get your body back to feeling normal faster.
Right, not to be, like you said, on the gross side, but when you're sick, if you've got the flu, you've got diarrhea, you may be, throwing up, and you'll lose a lot of water when that happens.
Yep. So a lot of people, when they're not feeling good, they might sip on ginger ale or different things like that. And what sucks is that may help with your nausea and not feeling well, but it's actually a vicious cycle because when you're drinking anything caffeinated and with sugar, it's going to dehydrate you even more. So the best thing to do, especially when you're sick, is just do maybe put some ice cubes in your water and just sip it, or put a little lemon or lime juice that can kind of help with that nausea if you've got the flu. But you'll always know that drinking just a little bit of water, you may not notice right away, but within a couple hours to a day, you're going to start feeling better because water is pretty amazing.
It sure is. We're talking with Emily Zimmerman again from the Juneau County Health Department. How about some of the benefits for kids with drinking a lot of water?
So water is more important for children because they can get dehydrated faster. So children that are being potty trained and learning how to go number 2 sometimes will hold it in, and if they're doing more sugary beverages, their stools and their water is their stool and their urine is more concentrated, and so they can get that constipation. So drinking water in place of those sugary beverages is going to help children feel better. It's going to ward off those germs. It's going to help them stay healthy longer, and they're going to have more energy and more. They're going to feel better overall because their body's working the way it should, having enough water.
And I know we've talked about it before where kids do like to copy what moms and dads are doing. So if moms and dads are drinking the carbonated beverages and the sodas and things, the kids are going to want those. But if they see moms and dads drinking a lot of water, then the kids are probably going to want the water too.
Yes, because the rate of soda and sugary beverages consumption with children continues to rise, and it has a lot to do with, well, it's in your home. They see you or someone else drinking it, and you're like, well, they need flavor. So then you'll offer something that's sugary and caffeinated. And what happens is it can be another vicious cycle. So what you want to do is have that water readily available. And remember, sometimes water from the tap doesn't get ice cold in your house. So maybe keep an extra container, a bottle that you have bought juice or something in. Rinse it out, put water in it, and keep it in the fridge. Cold water is going to be much more appetizing for you and your children. So having it readily available and encouraging your children to drink it several times a day. All right, it's time to have a glass of water kind of a thing can make it exciting and help keep you and your children on track.
I do that. I keep a jug of water in my refrigerator because I love ice cold water.
I have two different 2-liter pitchers in my fridge, and I stock them up. And when I'm home at night and I'm doing things around the house, I can drink a couple big glasses of water. And I promise you, I would not take it from the tap at the temperature it gets to because it takes forever for my tap to get really cold. So the temperature of water is a big deal.
I know. I remember when I was a kid, you come in from being outside all hot and sweaty in the summertime especially. In our fridge, Mom had a tin pitcher, and inside that was water.
Yeah,
and
I remember you said that, and it stayed
cold.
so cold.
Yes.
I remember that, yeah.
So that was great. I mean, especially you could see the condensation on the outside of the pitcher because it was that cold of water, and nothing was better than ice-cold water. So.
Exactly. So it's a way to know if you're getting enough water is you don't want to feel constantly thirsty. Usually that tells you that you're dehydrated. There's some other underlying medical condition that you'd want to talk to your doctor about. But you don't want to feel thirsty all the time, and you want your urine to look between colorless to light yellow, so more on the side of lemonade. If it starts to go darker, more like apple juice and has an odor, that usually tells you that you're dehydrated. So it's important to look down when you go so that you know, oh, I just need to drink a little bit more water today. And if you take any vitamins, you'll notice that your urine is more neon yellow, and so that is from your body breaking down the vitamins that you're taking. So what you want to do is don't check your urine after you've just taken a vitamin because that stream is going to be brighter, but maybe check sometime during the day when you haven't taken a vitamin. That way you can see what your normal color is for the day.
Okay, so those are some great tips to know that how you're getting enough water. Where can we find out more tips on this?
I got my information from Mayo Clinic. So the Mayo hospitals have amazing information and up-to-date information. You can just go to mayoclinic.org, but definitely give us a call over at the WIC program. We would love to give you education on drinking water and how to make it fun for you and your kids.
Talking with Emily Zimmerman from the Juneau County Health Department. Speaking of WIC, you have a clinic today, don't you?
Yes, it's our benefit issuance. So if you've gotten a text message a couple times, maybe last week, yesterday, and today, that's telling you that it's time for you to come in and get your card loaded. It'll say benefit issuance. What that means is that it's time for us to load the benefits on your card. And this program is set up so that it isn't automatic. You have to come in and see our pretty faces and get some nutrition education. So we are in Boston today, Tuesday the 10th from 9 to 3. If you can't make it in today, we're also here on Friday, this Friday the 13th from 9 to 3.
Okay, so go in and find out more information on the National Water Month, also on anything to do with WIC. If somebody's got questions on how can they, become with WIC, if they have information or if they have needs on, things with their babies, if they're pregnant, you've got all the information there for them.
Yes, And remember, starting June 1st, you'll want to come in and get your farmers market benefits. They are $20 this year, $20 per family, and we can talk to you about what the requirements are for your family to receive those benefits. So hope to see you today or on Friday here in Boston.
Okay, Emily, well, thank you for all the information. Have a nice cold glass of water on me, and we will talk again later.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Emily.